Welcome to the Wrestling Bar with your host, The Funk, and your host, P. Coda. How you doing, Phil?
Hey, what's going on? Feel free to like and subscribe and comment on the Wrestling Bar podcast. We love sports entertainment, and we know you do too. Hit that button.
Hey, ready to talk some LFG? Season 2.
Season 2.
Without Mickey James.
Yes, without Mickey James. I'm very disappointed. I'm a little disappointed. I kind of understand why, Undertaker's his wife is now going to be on the show. He's spending a lot of time, right, doing this show. He's away from his family. She wants to be there. She is a legend. I'm not trying to minimize what she's done. She's contributed a lot. She's not as talented as Mickey James. They
Not even
kicked
close.
off the season very strong with that. Michelle McCool, I wouldn't put her in my top 5. Let's just
Or
say
top
that.
10.
Or top 10. But she's good. But she's really, really good. I mean, but I just don't feel like she has enough it factor to hold her own. Let's see what happens in the show.
She got accolades for sure. I mean, I think she
Right.
was the first Divas champion.
Right.
She unified the championships as part of Lay Cool, I believe.
Right.
But I believe this is part of a midlife crisis. She's probably looking back and thinking, "Dang, I retired early, went to have a family, and I didn't do enough, maybe compared to others like Mickey James." I think that's part of a midlife crisis, and I don't blame Taker. I don't blame Taker. If my wife was going through that, I'll support her any way I can, because you know how it is. Happy
Yeah.
wife, happy life.
Yeah. I'm not mad about it from that perspective. Like I said, we're taking away Taker's on the show.
Yeah.
And to me, I love you, Booker. I love you, Bully Ray, Bubba Ray.
Booker is
But
the best part of the show, in my opinion.
he is great. He shows
He
really
makes the
good.
show above
He does.
anyone else.
He
Yeah,
does.
he's great.
But for me, Taker having like an active, like anybody, even in season 1, right? Tyra May Steele picked up the phone and she called her husband and was like, "Who should I pick?" And her husband was like, "You better pick The Undertaker." Right?
Yeah.
And so I gotta give props to that. So I'm okay with Michelle being in the role because she did a little cameo in season 1 anyway. I'm okay with her being in the role. I just wish that it wasn't. I wish that she could have been the 5th coach.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
cool.
And I'll be honest. Again, nothing against Michelle McCool,
Yeah.
but I am not okay that she's one of the judges or legends in the show.
Yeah.
Mickey James, she's in my Mount Rushmore of female wrestlers ever. She's amazing,
Yeah.
and she was a good part of season 1.
Right.
And if for whatever reason they couldn't get Mickey, there are better options within WWE.
I agree.
Within
100%.
WWE, you could have gotten Natalia Neidhart, and she would have been amazing on that role.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not. Michelle McCool, again, she's not on my top 10, maybe not top 15, maybe not top 20.
I had a thought about Mickey James just as we were talking about Mickey James. You just hit me. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. But what if Mickey James is coming back into in-ring performance? And that's the reason why she took a step back. If
would
she
love
does,
that.
I'm fine with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm fine
I would
with it.
love that. I would love
Yeah.
that. Mickey James can come back to do a farewell tour,
Right.
which she kind of did in TNA some years ago.
Right.
She can go back as a commentator. She can do a lot of things, right?
Right.
And she will be a great addition to any program.
I mean, you think about what the contribution she made even to Alexa Bliss, right? We love Alexa Bliss, but Alexa Bliss's first title reign got that major push
Mm-hmm.
because Mickey James was in her corner,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And then of course turned on her and all that stuff. But she helped push her over and meld and mold her into a champion.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Yeah, she came back to NXT to
right,
face Asuka, I believe, at one
right,
point. That was amazing too.
right, right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Mickey James always delivers
yeah.
when she's on TV.
She's
So,
fantastic. Yeah.
you watched the first episode of season two.
Yes, I did. And
Thoughts?
glad to see some of the season one people still on the show. Um, it's nice to see their character development and moving forward. Um, I think that what Booker did, the reaction toward the end, right? The big, oh, I'm out of here, I gotta go. It was just for
He's
drama and for the show, right?
Yes, absolutely. He's a
Um,
professional.
yeah,
He doesn't
you know,
care. He wants to
no,
win. He's competitive,
right,
but he's not gonna get in.
no,
Nothing is gonna get under his skin. So
yeah, he's professional.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I mean, I did like the fact they kind of threw us a little bit of a curveball with letting Michelle have her first two picks, right?
yeah. It's almost as if they're building her as a heel legend
Right,
because there's this. Already this discussion about Mickey James and
right, right.
nepotism and all of that,
Yeah,
and I think Booker even mentioned it, nepotism.
yeah, 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 yeah. He did, he did, he did.
And then she goes and takes both of Booker T's.
Right,
Come
right,
on, like yeah,
right,
they're building her to be a heel.
right. So, well, I mean, let's see how it all unfolds. I was very, very happy with that first episode. Um, overall, just to see the development, the character development,
Yeah, some
the
people have
individual talents.
criticized that there's the previous cast, most of it is still there.
Right,
I think that's a smart idea because it gives continuity, right? So
right.
people that watched season one are a bit rewarded because they already know, most of the cast,
Yeah,
and and I think again these are in development,
right,
so they already learned. They have some background about season one,
right,
how this goes. I would say they have an advantage, right, over the others, and they only put four new people, right?
right.
The two spots that the winners of season one, Jasper Troy and what's the name of the
Tyra
girl?
May Steele
Tara May Steele, Olympic gold medalist
in
in
wrestling.
wrestling. Yep. And they already had their debut matches in NXT, and then
Right.
I don't know why, but they took two others, Troy
Yes.
Yearwood, which had great stats in terms of the highest jump, and he had great stats in terms of his athletic ability.
Right.
And then the Asian girl,
Yes.
Lee
Yes.
something.
Lee.
Yeah.
She's an Evolve. She had a good first match. I got a chance to catch up on that
Mm.
in my free time. Not really.
Mm.
Um, but no, I thought it, like I said, from a character development perspective, I liked it. Um, I'm happy to see what happens, moving forward with them. And then I think about it, you get the continuity. At first, I felt the same way. Like I felt kind of slighted. Like, why didn't they just start with a brand new cast, right? Why not give me new people?
Yeah.
But this actually makes sense. I mean, when you talk about trying to develop an NXT professional superstar, right, and them having between 6 months and a year of reps and
Hmm.
training before they get out there and things, that's a pretty nice insight and look to see.
Yeah.
So,
Now
um,
about the new cast, I
yeah,
am not really excited about any of them, but Harlem Lewis. That guy, I'm gonna make a prediction, right?
yeah.
Unless something bad happens, that's my pick to win the whole thing, season two.
All right,
He has the presence. He's like violent in the ring.
mhm,
So he's working well because he's not injuring them, right? But he's looking like rough, right? And
right.
he got the jackhammer, baby, Goldberg's jackhammer. Come on, one of the best finishers ever. I'm really enjoying his work in LFG. How about
Yeah,
you?
little shot to him. You're from Long Island. so you shouldn't be really named Harlem, but we'll let it pass. He is on Evolve, I can tell you that. So he has some content there, folks. So you can go back and watch some of his matches. His matches, like you said, he's got that mean streak in him, and it's believable in the ring. Sort of reminds me of Sheamus.
Sheamus.
He's gonna put on a match, and it's gonna make you feel like it's gonna look realistic.
That's a big compliment. That's a big compliment.
It is. It is. Like the only person I forgot who had mentioned this to me, or mentioned it during the interview, but it was like Brock Lesnar, like when he's not playing around, like you're gonna really feel like you're in the match, right? He's gonna let you feel that experience. Big Show, when we talk about just feeling in the ring, right? Mark Henry, that intensity.
Gunther.
My man, Gunther. Okay. Ring General.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to make you feel that in the ring. And that's something that's very special. And like you said, it's a compliment. Like not many people can put on a show like that and really entertain to that level. So I want to see what he does. His mic skills are there. He has, like I said, he has a look. He's like 240 pounds, if I'm not mistaken, 250. He's close to it.
He looks very confident too. Yeah.
He can handle it. And I remember watching his Evolve matches. They were believable. And he's conditioned very well. He moves very well for a guy of that stature and size.
Is he the one that said that his mother used to be or is a big wrestling fan and used to decorate every Royal Rumble? Would give him a cake and she would do these little things with the wrestlers that would be in the match, and she would put them in the cake. So kids that would come, they would pick their winner. The people, and then he says that he hasn't talked to her in over a year or since Christmas. Yeah, like that's a story being told right there. So he's a storyteller too. He's I don't know.
He's talented.
He's hitting all the check boxes to me.
Another superstar that I'm excited about is Evander Holyfield's son.
Elijah Holyfield?
Elijah Holyfield. I did go back to first season and I watched his first match. And just got the chance to just see him move in the ring. He looked very comfortable in the ring, and I just want to continue to see him grow and develop. Professional football player, right? You have the bloodline, like literally the bloodline, right?
Yeah.
So of athleticism. So very, very interesting to see there.
We can get a cameo from his dad. He can show
anytime.
up.
Anytime.
Yeah.
A vignette.
One of the best boxers ever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I like his intensity.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not entitled because he's a Holyfield. So we'll see.
Well, he didn't win first season, so it wasn't just given to him, right?
Right.
But I really think that he's like 240 pounds as well. He's no slouch.
No, not at all.
He can move, and he can move.
Yeah. He can move.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
The other guy I was gonna mention is Anthony Luke. Who Booker T, just like you said, Michelle McCool.
Yeah.
But Booker T, I think in the first episode, season 1, was like he basically gave him the kiss, right? Like the push. Like, I haven't seen a guy like you since Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Like, that's a big deal.